841, Big 550 KTRS. Our favorite Cat Neville from Feast Magazine joins us, and she's sponsored by our friends at Twisted Tree Steakhouse. It's the newest offering from Cyberg's family at Watson and Lindbergh on Sunset Hills. They're now serving lunch. Check out their Sip and Savor Happy Menu, Happy Hour, 3 to 6. Our friend Jimmy Cristo, who's the best, is running the show over there. 314-894-3366 or twistedtreesteakhouse.com. Good morning, Cat.
Good morning. You said happy menu.
Happy menu. It is a happy
I like
hour.
that.
It's a happy menu.
Yeah.
All right, let's get right to it because Kelly Jackson is dying to know about this new underground diner concept.
Yes. Well, then we'll start with that one.
Yes.
It's called Square One Project. It's really, really interesting. It's only Friday and Saturday nights, and there are only 12 seats.
Love
Really?
that.
I know.
Wow.
I know. So the chef behind the concept, his name is Logan Eli, and it is in a retail spot that you can only find out about if you message him via Twitter or Instagram.
Right.
So, I highly recommend that you go to his Instagram account because you can see photos of his really beautiful and interesting food. He has cooked all over the world, and he has come back here to St. Louis, and he's really doing some experimental and very forward-thinking things. Now, his menu changes all the time. So I can't tell you what's going to be on the menu on Friday or Saturday. So again, kind of like check out his social media feed to get a real sense. But he does really innovative things, and he's pulling ingredients, for example, that like coffee grounds that have been used, and maybe lemon rinds that would be tossed, and he's finding a new use for them. And this is a really big part of the food movement because there is a humongous amount of food waste.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's like we throw away. Like, I don't want to misspeak, but I think it's around 60% of our food is thrown away. And just think about the waste, not only in terms of it going into a landfill, but also the waste of all of the resources that we use to produce food that we then just toss. So it's a big issue. And so what he is doing is he's really creating some innovative things. And so, for example, he's done a fermented potato mousse with like yeast cured egg yolks and pickled flowers. So it's very kind of modern cuisine that is done in a surprising way using ingredients that that you may or may not be familiar with. And I personally enjoy that kind of dining where you kind of go in and you're just at, you're in the hands of the chef.
Right.
Because it's kind of like a journey. And this obviously is not the kind of, number one, you don't know where it is. You're not going to pop by for a drink.
Right.
But it really is something where, you're going to be taken on just this kind of like I said, like a journey with the chef. And he only has in this space an induction burner, a toaster oven, and 2 pots.
And does he do all the cooking himself?
Mm-hmm.
And so listen to this. According to the story, 10 to 14 courses per dinner.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
But
they're
very
tiny.
small.
They're tiny.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
12 seats available Friday and Saturday night. Dinner at 8.
Friday and
$60.
Sunday.
Food, booze, tip.
Yep. Whole thing.
Wow.
I love
Now,
it.
does the place move each weekend?
No.
Same place.
Yep.
So it's like the Batcave. He'll tell you, but he has to blindfold you, so you go in there so you don't tell anybody else.
Yes.
That is awesome.
I love that.
And so,
I know.
And so the way to find him is on Instagram?
You have to contact him directly, and he'll
Okay.
tell you where it is.
Is there a password or anything? Or
No, I
secret
think
just
knock
tell
or
you
you
anything?
just have to get in touch with him.
Okay.
And it's only 12 seats, not 12 tables.
Right, 12 seats. It's tiny. I mean, this is a way for him to get to the next place. Like I said, he's cooked all over the world. He actually worked with Michael and Tara Galina, who just opened up Vicia, which we will talk about soon. And so they are now in the Cortex. They just opened 2 weeks ago. But he worked with them in a previous life. So he really has worked with some extremely innovative chefs. and he's bringing that back home, and he's playing around, and
He's
it
sounds
That's a great
very
story.
innovative.
All right,
Very interesting.
So on Instagram, you just look for Square One Project?
Yes.
Square One Project
With
on
the
Instagram.
numeral
So
one.
contacting him.
All right. What's number 2?
Watch out, Logan. Kelly is finding you.
Block KJ Channel 5 quickly. All right, what else you got?
Number 2 is the Dark Room at the new Grandel Theater. They moved. They have always been in Grand Square or in
Grand Center.
Thank you, Grand Center, Grand Square, and they shut down in January to move to this new location, and it's part of a multi-phase renovation of the Grandel Theater. It's beautiful. The new space, and I'll give you the address. It is 3610 Grandel Square. The new space was designed by Space Architecture and Designs, and some of the old favorites have stayed on the menu. They've always served a small menu, so some old favorites like their weekly gnocchi and some of their meatballs. By the way, you must have the Italian wedding soup. It is delicious. I never see that on a menu, and so I ordered it, of course, and the broth is just really deeply flavored and has these wonderful really nicely kind of browned meatballs and some spinach, and it's served with this awesome like garlic bread that you just dunk in there. It's really, really tasty. The chef is Samantha Preto, and she's doing really great stuff. And a lot of the food is gluten-free. And so it is obviously it's in Grand Center, and so you can do pre-theater dining. I went before I went to go see Alton Brown last week, and
I love him.
yeah, it was really fun. And that was at the Fox, and so it's right around the corner. And so we parked, we just walked, and it was a great experience. When you dine here, you're giving back to the Kranzberg Arts Foundation. And so, it really is something where by being part of what is going on in the arts, you can dine and kind of give back, which is really fantastic. Nice. I also want to give a shout out to the wine program. Obviously, the Dark Room has always had a wonderful wine program. And, number one, let me just say, very often red wines are not served at the right temperature. Room temperature is not the right temperature for red wine.
A little chillier.
It should be a little cooler.
Yes.
As you know, with your wine cellar that you have at your home.
My hand-built wine cellar, yes.
Yes, exactly. And so Denise is behind the wine program, and she's done a fantastic job. There are like over 100 wines on the menu, and it's a great place just to kind of get a glass of wine. They have fantastic beers, great cocktails. So definitely go and check them out. It's definitely worth a stop.
The Dark Room inside the Grandel Theater and this new underground theater, Square One Project.
Yes.
Find them on Instagram. What a world. 30 seconds. What's going
What
on
a world.
What's going on with Feast Magazine?
Okay, so Taste and Toast is April the 28th, and I expect both of you to be there.
Yes.
We just announced our VIP experience where our Rising Star chefs, we have a number of them coming for an exclusive happy hour. So like Bird and Barrel, Element, Blood and Sand,
Oh, nice.
Farm Truck, Pastaria. They're all going to be there exclusively for VIP, and but then the event itself is from 7 to 10. It's at Mulan, and it is just a wine extravaganza.
What's the day?
April 28th.
That's a
have it
Friday?
on my
Friday.
calendar.
That's a great time. I've had a good time there each time.
It's very fun.
Feast Magazine for more information?
Absolutely.
Feast Magazine, April 28th. That's what's Taste and Toast?
Yes.
Taste and Toast. It's great. And it's a C&B scene event, too. So all the hip people will be there, Kelly.
Oh, well then,
Which
of
is why
course,
you've got to be there.
You will not be there.
8:49, Big 550, KTRS.